Let's head to the crypto space now, where Ladi is standing by. I don't know if the windfall tax will hit Ladi. Ladi, windfall tax in the crypto space?
No. And talking about profit, August is not looking so good. You know, we're starting in the red, even with global equities market, and we're seeing that fear go deeper. You know, at this point, we might actually get to extreme fear if it continues at this pace. Now, our market cap, $1.06 billion. That's down about 2.45% this morning. And we see volume traded in the total crypto space as Bitcoin plus the major altcoins and the microcaps up about 7.10%. Bitcoin dominance there, 41.53%. Been ranging between that 41 and 43% range. Price of Bitcoin this morning, $22,901. Lost that $23,000 support that we've been watching for a while now. It's down 0.02%. Volume traded, $27.38 billion. Even though we saw that news about a whale buying about $3 billion worth of Bitcoin, we're not seeing that reflect yet. That must be OTC transactions at this point. Price of Ethereum, $1,588, up 0.03%. Volume traded, $18.14 billion. That's for the king of the altcoins at this point. It's lost that 1716 support that we've also been watching. Top alts by market cap, we see it's mixed. Mixed color, we're seeing that BNB, $277. We've seen volatility with Bitcoin. So once you see that, you know that the altcoins are going to follow suit at this point. And we're seeing BNB holding on marginally there at 0.06%. Cardano, 49 cents, down about 0.05%. We see eCash there. What's the biggest mover yesterday? But it's down this morning, down about 4.38%. And we see XRP there. Also inching up by 0.13% at 37 cents. We're seeing XRP holding this 30-cent range now for a while. Let's bring in Solomon Amunde now, digital market analyst. Hello, Solomon. Great to have you.
Good morning, Ladi.
Yeah, so I saw information from Glassnode this morning, and they're saying that the recent Bitcoin network activity decline is signaling a longer bear market. That doesn't sound good.
Yes, it really doesn't sound good. And it's based on the characteristics of a bear market, which Glassnode report was actually highlighting. And this was based on an in-depth analysis of on-chain activities that has been happening on the Bitcoin network. And it's been very, very low. It's actually kind of like modeling and reflecting what we saw happen in 2019 bear market and also 2018 bear market. It's almost the same with what we see or what we saw in 2018 bear market. And what is this all about? Basically, active dropping, clearing fees, daily trading fees. It's actually dropping so much. A brief comparison is looking at last year. Last year, Bitcoin all-time high, which was around April, around $65K. The daily trading fees was around 200 BTC. But as at 2 days ago, that 1st of July, which was on a Saturday, or Sunday rather, we saw a daily trading fees at around 13.6 BTC. So you can see that the number of transactions daily on the Bitcoin network has drastically dumped. And this is actually very, very crazy because it's above an 80% crash in daily transaction volume and also transaction cost on the Bitcoin network. And this is a major characteristic for a bear market. And let's not forget active addresses have also dropped drastically. I mean, if we had over 10,000 active addresses before, right now we have way below that on the Bitcoin network. So this is basically what that report was highlighting from Glassnode.
Talking about that active addresses, could it be because maybe most traders are just holding or hodling, you know, at this point, as you guys like to call it?
Yeah. Basically, most persons right now are not really taking profits, and most persons right now too are refusing to spend their BTC. Thus, we have more of hodlers. The network is now hodlers dominated. That's just what is happening.
And it'll be interesting to see, you know, Bitcoin used for daily transactions, you know, at some point. Then we'll see that activity actually up.
Exactly.
Yeah, but looking at the market now, you know, we saw a couple of gains, you know, in July. You know, most altcoins, a couple of them went about 200%. You know, when we saw Bitcoin actually rise. But for you, what altcoins actually stood out?
Yeah, for me, within the past 2 weeks, I would say we saw Lido Finance make some huge gains. I mean, Lido Finance did almost 300% return, and I strongly believe that was because it is one of the top 3 or top 4 DeFi platforms out there, and it's holding a total value locked of over $5 billion. So people saw this and they decided to actually start investing in the token because it was very much undervalued for a project holding over a $5 billion total value locked. And that pumped the price within a space of about 5 days to almost 250 to 300% increase. And since then, it's still maintaining that. So you wouldn't really call it a pump and dump. It's still very much valuable, even after the 200 to 300% price increase. So I would say that's one project that really stood out. A few other projects like Wing Finance. Wing Finance also did almost a 5x, 500%, and Bond also did about a 500%. But these other ones, they crashed afterwards. Wing Finance saw a high of almost $50 and retraced down to about $12. And Bond also did a similar thing from about 20 plus to below $7.
Well, talk about a pump and dump there. But you know, traders were excited, you know, about July, even global equities traders. But August is starting out quite red. What are you seeing going forward in August?
Okay, yeah. For August, I would say August should end in green. Why? Because we've had so much red, and also because Bitcoin has actually proven that it can be able to sustain the 20K support level. And we saw how long we tried to retest the resistance at $24K. We spent almost a week, all through last week, we're trying to break above $24K, but we haven't yet gotten that much volume and momentum to be able to do that. So basically, I expect August for us to see a slight retracement to the range of $20K and make a move for about $24K again. So I'm expecting us to see at least $26K this August.
26,000. All right, but you still see downside. All right, Solomon, thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much, Laddie.
All right, let's flip over to the top 5 gainers. We see just Chile's token there, the fan token, just a double-digit gainer this morning, and a couple of other tokens looking green this morning. So it's not looking so bad, but we're seeing a couple of sell-offs, you know, talking about Bitcoin and altcoins.
Yeah, seeing a bit of sell-off, but I guess wait to the end and see if Solomon's prophecy.
Yeah, for August. That'll be interesting to see.
Will come to pass. Thank you so much, Laddie.
Thank you.